Bonjour, APTP. Maggie and I are here in Paris in front of course, the symbol of Paris, the Eiffel Tower. We're sending our greetings as you begin first rehearsal today for APTP's very first ever street theater performance. We're sad that we can't be with you for first rehearsal, though not too sad because, of course, well, we're in Paris. But we wanted to send a word of greeting and a good luck greeting as you begin this momentous first rehearsal, our very first ever street theater performance in the history of Albany Park Theater Project, something we began fantasizing about, dreaming about when Rosanna joined our community and our family and our creative team a year ago, and brought with us her passion and her expertise in street theater. I'm thrilled that at this important time in our country's history that we are going to tell more immigration stories and that we're going to take them outside of the walls of our theater and onto the streets of our community. Right now, I feel that we're at a point in our history where, in some ways, the hatred and prejudice against immigrants is as great as it has ever been, as horrible as it has ever been in our country's history. And yet, there are so many people fighting against that prejudice and that hate. So many people filled with a belief that our country must open its hearts and open its doors and open its laws to give immigrants the true opportunity to work for that better life that brings people to the United States. And in our small way, this street theater piece is going to be our attempt to fight against the restrictions and the laws that currently exist and the hatred and the lies, the mistruth that currently exists. I couldn't be more thrilled to have this piece in Rosanna's capable hands and in her great big heart and in her phenomenally smart brain. One of the reasons that we brought Rosanna to APTP is because she's an activist, because she's so committed to social justice, and because of the generosity of spirit with which she approaches that fight for social justice. And so I'm delighted as APTP's artistic director to turn the street theater first rehearsal over to Rosanna to set her and you off on this journey for the next several weeks to make a magnificent piece of theater that we can take out onto the streets of our community to people who would never come inside the doors of our theater, to tell these stories and to fill them with a spirit of fighting for justice. And I believe that this is the beginning of a wonderful journey. And so I say, happy first rehearsal, APTP. I love you. Do beautiful work. I can't wait to see it when Maggie and I return home in a few weeks. And from Paris, au revoir.